So the first thing we're going to look at here is in comparison is the rectangular prism and the triangular prism. So on the left, you'll see the bases are made up of rectangles. Every side involved is a rectangle. So this here is our base, because in the prism world, the bases have a parallel side. So if you look at top, we have this parallel side up top. And then the other sides are just kind of mimicking the height. So this is how tall the shape is. So that's our height. Over here on the triangular prism, same thing. This piece is going to be parallel to this piece here. So we have that. And this is our height indicated. And you'll notice that both bases are able to click on. So when you look at these, though, the volume formulas are the same, even though those shapes don't match. That's because capital B stands for area of the base. So the thing is, we have to notice that these are two different areas. Capital B, in this case, the area of the base of a rectangle is length times width, or commonly known as base times height. But because we have another h involved, I'm going to avoid using that. So if the base area is length times width here, we might recall that the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Now the thing is, lowercase b and capital B are very different. Let's say this was a right triangle, then this could be our base while this is our height, because it's all of a two-dimensional surface that we're looking at here. We're not looking for three-dimensional where the height is already indicated over here with that green mark. So we have to be careful. Now let's click on one of our bases. I would say click on the rectangular base. And it would bring me here to just breaking down that formula that we just calculated. So because it's a rectangular base, what we're doing is plugging in capital B is the area of a rectangle. So length times width, and we still have times height here. So that was our rectangular base that you might have seen through your slides. If we go back and look at our triangular prism, it's the same formula, but notice we're not plugging in length times width times height. We have 1/2 base times height. And that comes directly from our area of a triangle. So we have triangle formula, we get this formula. There's one important piece that I wanted to make sure to point out to you, though. These two H's, even though they're the same letter, they don't mean the same thing. This H is the same as this for the height of the three-dimensional shape, while this H is one of the pieces for the two-dimensional shape. It's annoying because that same letter repeats in both the area formula and the volume formula on our reference sheet, but we do need to know the difference between the two. If we don't, that could really cause us some problems when calculating our volume.